In a land far away, a king's daughter was kidnapped by two ministers from his kingdom who carried her off to a mountain. They had one good friend who was a close associate in the kingdom to the king. King was a very proud man. He claimed he can search for anything and didn't require anyone to resolve things for him. The ministers took her to the cave. They didn't want the king to find her out as they wanted to teach a lesson to the king. In that kingdom, everyone was astonished to hear about the missing of this daughter. The king smilingly ordered his guard to bring his horse out for a ride. All the minster and close associates were shocked. A few of his jealous courtiers suggested that he should ask for help to rescue the princess. The king smiled. "I can ask anyone to help, but did anyone see that happening? I think all here is my loyalist. No one will notice such an event happening in the kingdom. I will rejoice with the person with lavish food if they relate the happening to me." Hearing the word lavish food, the friend of the kidnapper minister jumped from his chair. "Yes, I saw. They were heading to the mountains." The king laughed out loud. "You see, there is no need to rescue when there are people like him in my kingdom. A friend of all is a friend to none. A clever king requires not to use his brain, but people like him, who have pounding affection for food to guide me through." Queen Liza announced our journey as a word of the land of love, and its protective shield spread. The fairies now become beacons of hope and inspiration to our present and future. Beings from all walks of life will seek refuge in the magical embrace of their realm, drawn by the palpable love and serenity that emanated from within. The fairies, mindful of the responsibility bestowed upon them, welcomed these visitors with open hearts, extending their love and compassion beyond their realm. They shared their wisdom and offered guidance, nurturing connections and fostering unity among all who sought their sanctuary. As time passed, the invisible guardian flourished under the eye of the fairies. Its magic and enchantment grew even stronger, infused with the love and protection that the fairies upheld. Moral of the story: the rays of light and love have the transformative power to turn darkness into paradise. It teaches us that love, unity, and compassion can triumph over adversity and negativity. The fairies, through their unity and unwavering love, were able to overcome the challenges they faced. They transformed their land into a sanctuary of harmony and enchantment, where the layers of colors and the magical ball represented the beauty that can emerge when hearts are united. When the mirror of sadness and external forces threatened their realm, the fairies stood strong, guarding themselves with their collective love and the radiant energy they generated. They exemplified the profound truth that love and positivity can repel negativity and create a paradise even in the face of darkness. The story encourages us to embrace love and compassion as guiding principles in our own lives. It reminds us of the transformative power that lies within us when we come together with a shared vision, supporting and uplifting one another. By spreading rays of light and love, we can illuminate our surroundings, dispel darkness, and create a paradise of harmony, understanding, and unity. Ultimately, the moral of the story serves as a reminder that no matter the challenges we encounter, the power of love and positivity can lead us to a place of peace, joy, and profound connection. Once upon a time, there was a king called Alex. He was a very mighty person. When he died, his 3 sons split the empire among themselves. The elder son, David, took the charge of all lands. The second son, Peter, took the charge of all animals. The third son, Mark, took the charge of treasury while becoming the king. All 3 brothers were happily ruling. They were loved by their people a lot. One day, Peter desired to meet his young brothers. He went to them and sat with them for a long while. They enjoyed chatting and eating full day around talking about their everyday duties. Peter said, "I am the king of the land, always in greenery." David said, "I am the king of animals, residing around the different languages which I don't understand," smilingly. Mark said, "I am the king of all." Peter and David got shocked. "How can you rule all?" Mark replied, smiling, "I hold the treasury, so I am the king of all. Whatever the animals and land earn, I hold it all." They started laughing loud and cracking jokes at each other. The new fairies, taken aback by this unexpected command, exchanged bewildered glances. Uncertainty clouded their minds as they grappled with the consequences of defying the mirror's decree. The older fairies, filled with concern, surrounded their newfound companions, vowing to protect them from harm. In the face of this daunting challenge, the fairies rallied their collective strength, refusing to succumb to despair. They shared a moment of unspoken determination, reaffirming their commitment to one another and the resilience of their land. Drawing upon their innate magic, the fairies summoned their powers to shield themselves from the mirror's influence. Through a collective act of defiance, they formed a protective barrier, fending off the mirror's dark command. The older fairies, with their wisdom and experience, provided guidance and support, bolstering the resolve of their younger counterparts. As the mirror's influence clashed with the fairies' resilience, a powerful surge of energy reverberated through the land. The magical clash created a dazzling display of light and shadows, an embodiment of the eternal struggle between darkness and light. In the face of this clash, the mirror's command weakened, its malevolent hold slipping away. The fairies, though exhausted, stood tall, their spirits unbroken. They had overcome the mirror's oppressive will, preserving their freedom and identity. With a final burst of determination, the fairies directed their collective magic toward the mirror, shattering its malevolent presence into countless fragments. The pieces scattered, dissipating into the ether, forever banished from their realm. As the dust settled, a profound sense of relief washed over the land. The fairies, both old and new, embraced one another, celebrating their victory over the mirror's dark influence. They recognized that their unity, resilience, and unwavering love had triumphed over adversity, preserving the enchantment and harmony of the land of love. From that moment onward, the fairies carried the memory of their struggle as a reminder of their inner strength. They understood the importance of standing together, supporting one another through the darkest of times. Their bond grew even stronger, fortified by the shared experience of overcoming a formidable challenge. Queen Liza exclaimed, "The land of love thrived, its fairies forever united in their commitment to protecting the magic and harmony that defined their realm." Inspired by their triumph over the mirror's malevolent presence, the fairies united with a renewed sense of purpose. They understood the importance of protecting themselves and their realm from external forces that sought to disrupt the love and harmony they had cultivated. With unwavering determination, the fairies summoned their collective magic and wove a shield of love and radiant energy around themselves and their enchanted land. This shield acted as a barrier, repelling negative influences and preventing any external forces from penetrating their sanctuary of love. The fairies understood that their greatest strength lay in their unity and the power of their collective love. They vowed to stand as guardians, watching over the land of love and ensuring its protection from any malevolent intentions. Within their shield, the fairies created an atmosphere of pure love, compassion, and harmony. It acted as a beacon, attracting beings of light and repelling any negativity that dared to approach. The fairies nurtured their connections, both with one another and with the land they called home, strengthening the protective barrier with each act of kindness and unity. Through their combined efforts, the fairies established an unwavering presence of love and light that radiated from within the land. The rays of their protective shield spread far and wide, extending their influence beyond the borders of their realm, touching the hearts of beings in distant lands.